Hey everybody, so today I've had this idea for a long time and I really wanted to try it out, and I thought today was the perfect day. We're kind of chasing the sun a little bit because I'm doing this late in the evening, so I'm only using natural light at this point and I want to keep doing that, so I'm going to try to do this fairly quickly because the sun will go down eventually and we won't have any light anymore. But I've been really wanting to do this. I've seen a lot of people do videos on YouTube where they eat and chat, and although I do love to eat, I don't really like to chat while I'm eating. It's kind of weird. I don't like to chat to a camera while I'm eating it. That's kind of weird to me. But I thought, a lot of times I like to sit and draw, and I've done videos where you've seen time lapses of my drawings and things like that. But I thought, why don't I kind of chat along with you as I draw, because I think there's a lot of times I get in these spurts of wanting to draw, and I draw certain things for certain reasons. Sometimes it's really random, and sometimes it's really something that's on my heart and I just want to draw it. So if you don't already know, I do I kind of have a hobby, I would say, of typography, hand lettering. I am not a professional whatsoever. My dad, however, is, so that's kind of where I learned some of it. And I just like to have fun. I like to get out paper and pens and markers and paint and whatever and just see what I can do. That's really all I do. And so I'm going to do that today. And today I thought I would sort of piggyback off of something that I heard yesterday, which was my pastor. He spoke yesterday about money, and he read the Proverbs 3, and in there it says, honor the Lord with your wealth. And the sermon was really great. I definitely recommend that you go check it out. I'll put the link down below. But one of the things that really hit me, he was talking about giving of ourselves and giving to others is honoring to God, and we'll truly be content with our lives if we're giving of our wealth, basically, if we're giving of what we have. And there's a lot more to it, and I definitely recommend that you go listen to the sermon, because my words are not very eloquent right now, and his really were. But one of the things, the ideas that popped in my mind was, I loved that the scriptures use the word wealth, and I definitely believe that it's talking about your money, but I do kind of love that it uses this term wealth, because a lot of us are wealthy in different ways, right? We're wealthy. If we receive a lot of love, we could be wealthy in love. If we receive a lot of things, we can be wealthy in things. If we have a lot of friends, we could be wealthy in our community, in our friendships. And in my sense, I feel like a lot of times I am very wealthy in creativity. I don't usually have a lot of money, and I don't usually... sometimes I have a lot of time. Sometimes I'm wealthy in time. Sometimes I'm really not. I'm not wealthy in words. I'm not wealthy in smarts, those kinds of things. But I consider myself to be fairly wealthy in creativity. I just seem to have creativity. It's one of those things that I just have been given. It is truly a gift from God. And so I just love this idea of we need to be sharing our wealth and giving of our wealth. And if we think of creativity or all these other things as wealth, we should be sharing them with others, because we have been given much. So we need to be sharing with others, and we will find contentment in that and joy in that, and God will be in that, because it's from God. If creativity is from God and we are giving it to others, and other people are seeing God in our creativity, which is the coolest thing in my mind. Just that thought process was really great to me. So I should be drawing while I'm talking. So I thought I would kind of draw that. I'm going to sketch it out a little bit with my pencil, and then I just feel like using my watercolors today, because it's kind of quick and sometimes I like to just mess around with my watercolors because I'm not very good with them. So I'm gonna try and draw. It's really hard to draw and talk at the same time, but I'm gonna try to do it. And please, my table's probably gonna be shaky, but I'll do my best. So this is not my normal setup here. I'll just start and I'll kind of talk while I'm going. This is not, like I said, my normal setup for drawing. I'm usually like in the living room watching TV or something while I'm drawing, but obviously I can't have the TV on while I'm video recording. So let's try the wealth part here. Actually, we'll move this over. So let's see here. Anyway, I just love this idea. Like, I don't know what it was. It just, the thought kind of came into my mind as he was, let's see, and I always run out of space here. I'm gonna try to fix my space. This is why I use a pencil. Woohoo, pencils. I just loved the thought of, you know, whenever people talk about wealth, it always seems kind of like distant to me, because I don't have wealth. I never have my whole life. I mean, not that I'm like poor, obviously. My parents have their own business. They've done well. They've been able to provide for us many things that I would consider were privileges to me. But I've never had like what most people would call wealth. We were not a rich family. We did not, even though some people think that owning your own business means that you make a lot of money, it doesn't. And that's not what it means at all. And so I didn't grow up with an uber amount of wealth in my life. I just didn't, you know. But I've never known what like exuberant wealth, I guess you could say, is, or extreme wealth. I've never seen that in my life. I've never had that in my life. I mean, of course in other ways, but as far as like actual money, you know, cash money, I've never seen that really. Now here, I'm wondering, this right now, you can see my thought process. I'm like, okay, do I put, so we want it to say, honor the Lord with your wealth. So we have the Lord and with your. So do I put like the Lord down here and like with your, do I put the Lord with your, do I put like the Lord with your over here? So this is where the contemplating part of doing this comes in. I'm gonna fix these while I'm thinking about it. I like this actually. I did that by mistake, but I like this little lip here on the A. So this idea of having like an extra, like this glamorous life of wealth is not really a part of my life, and I'm totally fine. I don't need that, and I don't really want it, especially now that I'm older. Probably when I was younger I did, but now I don't have this like crazy desire for it. I'm wondering if I can like have fun with my R here. And so because of that, I like that too. Maybe circle my H around here. I kind of like that. Okay, and then, so, yeah, I just, but you know, whenever you hear that word, you think of the idea of wealth of money, and that's all. I have definitely heard it in the terms of like wealth of love. You know, we'd say, I'm not rich in money, but I have lots of love, and that's enough, right? You know, that kind of a thing. In that sense, just thinking along those lines, in the sense that you could have wealth and creativity, I really just loved that idea. So, okay, so I'm gonna quickly try to do this here. I think I'll do a small the, and then maybe like a tall L here. Tall L. Honor the Lord. D. Sometimes I feel like it needs to be like it needs to be different, you know, like, but I don't know, I'm thinking I don't like that actually. What can I do with this, the Lord with? Oh, maybe. With your, it seems like it's heavy on one side, but that's okay. It's kind of heavy on one side, but like what I mean is like all the words are like all over here, but that's okay. I think I'm okay with that, I think. Kind of loop that. Okay, now what I'm thinking is that I'm going to take a black marker and actually do the words, and then I'm going to take the watercolors and kind of, maybe do the black marker after the watercolors. Maybe that's what I'll do. So I think I'll take the watercolors and like just splash some color, because I think that's kind of cool. Maybe just around wealth, like the wealth of creativity. I kind of like that, so I think I'll do that. So yeah, I kind of just do it as I go along, you know. I take the things I'm like, okay, I'm gonna use these things, and then I just kind of think of things to go along. Sometimes if I'm really trying to be uber creative and like do something I've never done before, like these words, I've done some of these, like a lot of this lettering style before, so I just kind of, it's always kind of on my back burner of style. But I think if I'm trying to really do a different type of lettering, I'll like look it up online and see what I can do online. So but today we're just gonna mess with, I really want to just mess with my watercolors. I'm not as concerned with so I like to use these little circle things that this little whatever this palette provides, because I like them to be really watery. I want them to look like watercolors. I don't want them to be really thick color, so I like to really watery. Okay, let's splash some water on here. Almost like, you know how do you do that, like this way? You could almost do that afterwards, maybe. Okay, I like that. And then I'm just gonna take another bright color. And there's already some color in this, I don't even care. I'm just gonna mix it together. And see what happens, you know, add a lot of water and just see what happens, because I'm really liking this water situation. Obviously, it's watercolor, but I don't work much with watercolor, and I'm not the best at painting, so I'm just kind of, and that's why I just wanted it to be like a splash, because it doesn't, when you're just doing kind of like a splash, it doesn't feel like it has to be much more than that. So I think I'm gonna try to splatter and see what it looks like before I move on to another color. So I'm gonna take the blue here and I'm gonna try to splatter it. Ooh, I hope I don't get this everywhere. Ooh. Up close splatter. That's kind of cool. Oh yeah, I like that. Ooh, 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 ooh. Anyway, so I would love to hear like from you guys in the comments section, if you're willing. Like maybe what are some ways in which you see like wealth in your life? Like not necessarily creative wealth or money wealth, unless those are something that you believe you possess. Ooh, that was better. I got a little more color payoff. Ooh, okay. What are some ways in which you see wealth? And then, like, how can you take that wealth and, like, share it with others, because it's a gift, right? That wealth is a gift. Any kind of wealth is a gift, in my opinion, from God. Like, even money wealth, I know you've worked hard for it. I work hard, not for my creativity, but I use my creativity. I work hard to use it. I try not to, waste it, those kinds of things. But at the same time, like, it's truly a gift from God, because I couldn't do it on my own. I definitely couldn't do it on my own. And so, I'm just curious as to, like, what are some ways in which you see, like, true wealth in your life? And, like, maybe what are some ways in which you can share that wealth? Like, if you feel like wealth that you have is, like, maybe you're really good at, I don't know, like, maybe you see that you have a lot of great people in your life, right? And, like, those people, like, they're just really awesome people, and you've been blessed with those people. Like, how can you, I think that's true for myself too. I should really think about it in those terms too. But, like, how do you, what are some ways do you think that, like, you can sort of spread that kind of wealth? And I don't have answers for you. What are some ways you think that could possibly be? And please pass them on to me, because I think that we have more than just, like, one kind of wealth. So if that's true, then we can truly, like, find ways together and be creative together in sharing that, and really liking this splatter concept. I've never really done it. It's kind of fun. And what are some ways in which we can sort of spread that and give that to others? I think I'll do some of this orange. I'm sorry, you can't really see my palette. Maybe I should show you. This is an orangey color. I think I'll mix it like a yellowy orange, so maybe I'll mix it with an actual orange. And a red, maybe. Yeah, what are some ways in which we can spread that? And, like, maybe we can together become a community that sort of finds a way to share that, and it doesn't have to be this extravagant way, I think we can do it simply sometimes. Like, we feel like it's overwhelming and it has to be this big thing, but I don't think so. I think it can be something small, even me just, like, sitting here and I'm just videoing myself coloring, basically. But maybe that creativity, sharing that creativity to others, spread some sort of joy to others, and or inspiration to others, or these words that I'm saying right now, maybe there's something that you didn't think of before that now you have, and that was enough for me. I think that's a way that God has given me to share my creativity. But there could be another way. Like, maybe like, if you're creative and you're really good at talking with other people, like, go downtown and hang out somewhere on a table like this and just paint, so people walking by, if they want to talk to you or, like, see what you're doing, like, they can, Like, how cool would that be? That would be really cool. I would actually really enjoy seeing someone doing that. Yeah, I think we can really challenge ourselves a lot to try and stretch beyond what we normally, would do, and think beyond what we normally would think about. We think of, when we hear the word wealth, what do we think of? We think of money, but we can go beyond that and think of wealth as being more than just money, as other things in our life. And then after that, okay, so now that we are thinking about what kind of wealth we have, and we need to share that wealth, what are some ways in which we can do that, and going beyond what a normal way of doing that. Maybe what I'm doing right now is like a normal, typical way of doing it, and maybe I need to think beyond what I'm doing right now, and find new ways of sharing creativity or using creativity. I was sitting down the other day with other people who are creative, and they were seeking out ideas from me of ways I've been creative, and that was the first time I've really sat down with other people who were seeking it out from me, and maybe that, even just doing that, sitting down intently, talking about specific ways in which we can be creative where we are. Maybe that's the way to do it too. I don't know, but I look forward to what you guys have to say and to what we can come up with together. Okay, I think I'm done with this watercolor section, so let me move forward. I'm moving my palette here. I really wanted to share that with you because that was a part of what was on my mind, not just thinking about it, but sharing it with others, right? And maybe that's the thing too. Like, I'm one of those people, like, if I hear something really cool, I love to tell other people about it. And even that's a form of wealth, right? I've been told something really awesome. I've been given information and facts and ideas and thoughts and creativity, and those things I have an abundance of wealth of them, and I should just like share them, like sharing vomit, like word vomit. I don't know if you guys know that phrase from I don't think this is dry yet, but I'm gonna start doing it anyway. That phrase from Mean Girls? Yeah, Mean Girls. She says word vomit. But you can almost think of that in terms of like sharing, almost like the uncontrollable, sorry if that's a disgusting idea, but just an uncontrollable like need to share, and I think that's kind of cool. What if we were so excited about what we've been given and the wealth that we have been given? We were so excited about it in a way that we could not contain it. So we feel this like undesirable urge to share it, right? Like, I mean, that's the kind of wealth I want to have in my life, in whatever form it comes in, whatever form of wealth I have. Like, I want that kind of wealth in my life. Is this uncontrollably an uncontrollable excitement for it that I feel the need to share with others, because it's a gift, because it's something that has been given to me, and all I want to do is share it to others. That would be so cool. I just want to thank you guys for just coming along on this journey, you could say. And I'm just trying this out, but I kind of do really like this, just because a lot of times I draw and then I don't, and I have in my mind just this idea of why I'm drawing something, and so and sometimes I write it down, if I share it online, I'll share in the comments kind of what I can of what's going on in my mind. I realize I'm doing this very quickly, so it's not the cleanest ever, but I'm just having fun today, so it's okay. It doesn't need to be clean. And anyway, I just kind of I love to share why I chose the words I do, or what's going on inside my brain when I'm doing it. And so this is kind of a new way for me to do that. So if you like it, if you like this new sort of idea of me talking to the camera, sort of, and drawing at the same time, let me know. I'm also going to try not to edit it out too much. So, and then here at the bottom, I'm going to write the reference, because I don't I forgot the little quotation marks. I'll do those too. And I just really, I want to know what you guys think, and if you like it. And if you do, maybe I'll do more of them. So, but I don't really want to edit out too much, just for time's sake. Proverbs. So let me know if you like that too, or if really needs to be edited more. So this is from Proverbs 3. I'm just gonna write Proverbs 3, not the actual. I don't know what the actual verse number is, but okay, we've lost some light here, so I'm gonna try and show you. Oh, there we go. You can see it now. So there, honor the Lord with your wealth. Hopefully you enjoyed the conversation today. Again, please leave comments down below. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about this. What do you think about this? Do you think I'm crazy? Do you have your own personal opinions that are not the same as mine? Because I just want to hear what you guys have to say. Of course, be kind to others, and just let me know what you think. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe. Again, I have a daily vlog on Instagram every day at TerryJH, and I have a weekly vlog here on YouTube. It typically comes out about Saturday evening or Sunday afternoon. And but I also put up some other videos just like this one, so let me know what you think, and if you want more videos like this, let me know, because I'll try to do them and then put them up maybe regularly. So I hope you guys had a great Monday. It's Monday for me anyways. I hope you've had a great week. I hope these words are inspiring for you. I hope you get the chance to discover your wealth and share it with others. And I hope to see you again very soon. Bye, everybody.